Stringer Bell, a character a lot of you so-called Wire fans love to claim is not only one of the smartest people on the show, but also on television as a whole. And I'm here to tell you right now, he ain't as smart as y'all make him out to be.
Dope fiend in the city know that Avon been putting out piss and calling this shit. And the thing is, y'all sitting on some of the best real estate in the city. The terrace, the low rises, the avenue corners.
Now, respecting the fact that you known to having a way with your words, man, when the fuck you gonna tell me something I don't know?
Now, we ain't even a minute into the clip, and Stringer's already made an almost unforgivable mistake. He cut Prop Joe off, and by doing this, he's not only coming off as desperate, but also naive in his decision making. And Prop Joe takes full advantage of this.
Right. Let me put a point on it. My shit is right straight. I got dope coming straight into Baltimore and the shit be raw. 85-90%. And you know it's true. You got half the west side coming over the Fallsway twice a day because east side dope be kicking the shit out of west side dope.
Connected, huh?
And the shit is straight off the damn boat. I ain't even going to New York except for my coke train. Ain't no need. Thing is, y'all got the best territory and no kind of product. I got the best product, but could stand a little more territory so you see where this thing need to go.
Now, what Joe is actually offering String in the short term seems like a no-brainer, but this is how people like Joe operate. As somebody with a reputation like Joe's, sneaky and always out to make that extra buck, need to be straight up when it comes to the front end of a deal, because if they ain't. Now, Stringer Bell is Prop Joe's perfect victim, as he's too short-sighted to notice that Joe's running a long con, simply because he can't say no to the short. The second Stringer is offered a solution to a problem, he takes it, no matter what the potential ramifications might be down the line, which in this case is Prop Joe causing discord between Stringer and Avon, which ultimately leads to not only Stringer's death, but also Avon's imprisonment, as Stringer snitches on Avon the Bunny in order to protect the deal he and Joe have got going on. Yeah, season 1 through 4, Prop Joe was a bit of a genius.
Now see, if we go upstairs, we'll spook him, so he's coming down. All right?
Now, similar to Prop Joe, Clay Davis lures Stringer in with a false sense of security. He makes Stringer believe that he knows what he wants, your money, which in turn still pisses Stringer off, but he feels safe. He believes he can get the better of Clay because he thinks he knows what Clay wants, but this is far from the truth. Once again, a lone con is being played, and Stringer is yet to acknowledge it.
You're expecting what?
Payout. A big payout for what we put in, man. Federal dollars on them Howard Street rehabs.
You gave money up front?
$250,000, yup.
To Clay Davis.
How you know? What you said? He's running game? Nah, hell no, he ain't that brazen.
Let me guess. He told you about the faucet. Oh, it's the goose that laid the golden egg. You ever actually meet the man? Did you ever actually see any of your cash reach anyone in authority?
Yeah, I met the guy at the federal building. Yeah, I met him.
Yeah? What office?
Came down to the lobby.
Now, once Stringer gets this information spoon-fed to him by an actual businessman, he reacts like this. And Slim Charles sums it up perfectly, just how stupid this reaction was.
I need you to hit somebody.
Who we hit?
Clay Davis.
The Clay Davis? Downtown Clay Davis?
That's supposed to mean something to me, man. That nigga need to be got.
Shit, string murder ain't no thing. But this here's some assassination
I
shit.
tell you, you getting somebody, you getting them. I ain't asking.
Damn, String, I don't know.
Nigga, I gotta remind who the fuck you work for.
Now, what Stringer was actually trying to do here was kill two birds with one stone, which he tries several times throughout the show and fails miserably on every occasion. He wanted Slim to kill Clay because not only would he have his revenge on Clay, but Slim would also definitely be arrested for it. and therefore removed Slim from him and Avon's operation, placing him back as second in command. But unlike Stringer, Slim can actually see past the short con and realizes how ridiculous Stringer's plan is.
Nah, man, we done worrying about territory, man. What corner we got, what project. Game ain't about that no more. It's about product. Yeah. We got the best goddamn product, so we gonna sell no matter where we are, right? Product, motherfuckers.
Now Stringer is under the impression that because he has the best drugs, the dope fiends are gonna flock to wherever the Barksdale product is being sold. Now he makes this analogy about people driving around in Japanese and German cars in America, essentially saying that if the drugs we're selling are the shit, then it doesn't really matter where we are, it's gonna get sold. But what String doesn't take into account is that he's using an analogy to compare a professionally run but aggressive business market to a completely lawless business market, where if a Barksdale dealership were to open up right next to a Stanfield dealership, the dealers would almost definitely start shooting at one another, unlike if a Ford dealership were to open up next to a Mercedes dealership. And Bodie makes this exact point, to which Stringer replies saying that he's simply going to get the other dealers to buy their product in return for territory. And once again, Slim proves himself to be smarter than Stringer when he asks,
What if they don't cop out re-up though?
to which Stringer simply replies, well, I'ma worry about that when it happens. Once more, Stringer is only thinking about the short-term solution and not even considering what can go wrong 3 or 4 moves down the line. Now remember at the start of the video where we discussed the proposition that Joe offered Stringer, which was that in turn for some of Joe's Eastside product, Stringer would allow Cheese and his people to sell on his turf, the low rises. Now Stringer actually went and discussed this proposition with Avon, to which Avon, whose intellectual superiority over Stringer was evident since the beginning of the show, of course shut this down. However, Stringer went behind his back and did it anyway, forcing Avon to hire brother Mozone in an attempt to clear all of his east side dealers from the low rises. Now during this time, brother wasn't Stringer's only issue. He also had Omar Little to worry about, as Omar was still after the person responsible for killing Brandon. So what does String do? He tries killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
Bird and them were there to see it, but another man did all the extras. All that cigarette shit. All that bullshit with the eyes. See, now this man, he building a rep for himself, and he wants you bad. The brutal shit, that's, that's his calling card. Little bow tie wearing motherfucker from out of NYC. Yeah, small dude.
What'd he go by?
Brother Mozone.
Now, by doing this, Stringer was hoping that not only would Omar kill brother, but it also mean that Omar would stop raiding Barksdale stash houses. However, unlike Prop Joe, Springer lacks the ability to be able to put himself into another individual's shoes, meaning that he wasn't aware of the fact that Omar didn't believe a word that he said. Hence Omar confirming with brother before killing him, asking him was he responsible for Brandon's death, which of course he was not.
I just want to let you know that we got your back. Whoever did this, we'll find him. We got you, understand?
I appreciate the offer, but that won't be necessary. Inform Mr. Barksdale that any obligation he feels he might have with regards to this incident, it's absolved, along with our agreement.
Arguably the dumbest decision Stringer made on the entire show. Now, not only did Stringer insult brother by implying that he needed his help, which Avon perfectly sums up as to why this was a stupid move.
I don't give a fuck about how he gonna be, man. You put on out-of-town talent at a high price, you expect them to get the motherfucking job done.
He said that thing between us is, how he put it, absolved.
Absolved? What the fuck do that mean?
But he also made the costly mistake of falling right into brother Mozone's trap.
Well, all I'm saying
I
is...
understand perfectly well what you're saying. What I am saying to you is, I will take care of them myself.
Them? Who came at you?
Thank you for your concern.
You would think that for a man who spends the majority of his days in a business class and presenting himself as the Bill Gates of the streets to be a little smarter when it comes to his choice of words. But no, Stringer falls right in the brother's trap and once again needed to be spoon-fed on just how stupid this decision was.
Make a statement, but Mazon not saying who did that shit.
You asked him who it was?
Yeah, I asked him.
Why? Why what? How you gonna ask a soldier like Mazon a question like that? Either he gonna say or he gonna go and work it out. Either way, you ain't got to be asking him shit.
Right before.
Well, get on with it, motherfucker.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And let me know what kind of videos you want made in the future. Peace.